blow for Rob Page's men. The other game in this group is also involving Belgium. Belgium against Belarus. I'll try and keep you up to speed with the scores, just in case you've got an interest on that front. Throw into Wales with just about 2 minutes ticking over. It's on the halfway line. No real goalmouth action as yet, but Wales haven't really seen the ball. The throw-ins come to nothing. The return pass from Ampadu is beyond Williams, into touch. Throw-in is the Czech Republic's. And they're forced back to their keeper. Vaklik clips it out to Kufa. Seluska, who clears up to the halfway line. Schick lays off a Provod, played forward for the advancing Jankto. He's got just to the edge of the box. Good stop, though, in the end from Mepham. It's still with Czech possession, and they could be working a shooting opportunity for Provod. On the turn, shot comes in, and not gathered cleanly by Ward, but cleanly enough. First strike to the Czech Republic. Lovely approach play, really, and Wales just chasing their tails a little bit. In the end, the shot's on the D, edge of the D, straight at the keeper. Ward could have been better struck, but I suppose at least worked the keeper. Wales have cleared their lines into touch. It's a Czech Republic throw on the halfway line, right-hand side. And it's gone back to Vaklik, who just slips as he clears downfield. He's got no real direction with that. Not entirely convinced that Seluska did him any favours. Want to play the way out of defensive positions. Can just invite a bit of trouble. Mepham clips it down the line towards Gareth Bale, the skipper. The layoff, well, was towards Morel. He, in the end, leaves it for Roberts. Back to Mepham, who goes back towards Bale. Borrell thought he'd played it off Bale for a throw in Czech Republic, but it's gone the other way. So an attacking throw for the men in red, with Roberts coming forward to take it. Maybe 30 yards from the corner flag. Right-hand side, of course. Looking for an option. Has he got a long throw? Oh, it's an absolute horror. Harry Wilson left it thinking there was somebody behind him. There wasn't. And now the Czech Republic are on the counter. Mepham heads clear over Jankto. Gets it back off Roberts and eventually puts his boot through it. Bale challenges on the halfway line, but Borrell just about has won it. Susek back into the centre circle. Gadella, now Seluska, clips it out to the left, controlled on the touchline by Borrell. A turn ball infield from Jankto, a little bit aimless. Wales clear into the Czech half. Challenge from Morel on Borrell. Well, Borrell's gone down pretty theatrically, but I guess you've got to at least touch the ball. Particularly aerial challenges, they seem to get penalised frequently. Czech Republic have turned around their form a little bit since a far from brilliant end to their Nations League. Lost to Scotland. Lost to Scotland twice in that group. Also lost to Germany in a friendly, but they won 3 on the bounce after that. Israel and Slovakia in the Nations League, then thrashed Estonia 6-2, and of course a confidence boosting 1-1 draw at home to the top-ranked team in the FIFA rankings, Belgium. 4 points from 2 games, and they'll be looking for another positive result on the road in Wales. Wales, of course, only played the 1 qualifier so far, beaten by Belgium. No disgrace there. Probably want to pick up the win in this one, just to stay in touch, as Kufal and Provo trying to work the 1-2 down the right, but that's overplayed, into touch. Wales throw halfway inside their own half. So the Czech Republic seen a little bit more of the ball than Wales in the early stages. Only had the one effort at goal though. It was a relatively comfortable save for Ward. That's the only one so far. Wales have possession back with Ampadu to Mepham. Targets Bale down the right flank, and he has kept it in. Bale tries a little nutmeg on Saliska, doesn't quite work, but has won Wales a throw. Down the right hand side, again relatively attacking. Bale leaves it for Roberts. 25 yards, maybe, a little bit closer to the corner flag. Looks like Roberts might try and launch it into the box, and indeed he does, towards that near post, headed away by Susek. Might be going behind for a corner. No, it's played by Yankto into touch for a throw. The same again is coming up. One would have thought. Another long throw option. Roberts, not a bad one. First up, and it comes again. This time it doesn't beat the first man. Boril comes back towards Roberts. He's happy to have a third attempt at the long throw into the box, headed away by Boril, only to the D, just lining up a volley was Ampadu, who's just towed away from him, but Morel has it for Wales. Cross comes in from the left, headed away first time, and actually collected now by Jankto in a very central position. The counter is on for the man in luminous yellow. Yankto tries to set Kufal away down the right. Challenge comes in from Williams. Comes off Kufal as well. So it will be a Wales throw. Not sure what Kufal's problem there. He just pointed at Williams. Seemed to be a legitimate challenge. Bale manages to get the flick on, but there's nobody ahead of him. He suggested he got a little nudge in the back from Saliska, and given the free kick that was given earlier, I might be inclined to agree with him. But no free kick, says the referee. Video Hattigan, the official, for those that know the European referees, is from Romania. Hasn't had a big call to make as yet. It remains goalless with very few opportunities thus far. Throw into the box from Kufal, looking for the run of Darida, but that's overthrown. One bounce behind for a goal kick to Wales. And a little bit of a waste. So goal kick to Wales. Ward in no particular rush to take it. His side hasn't quite settled into the game as yet, as he clears down the left. Williams beaten in the air by Kufal. Lawrence thought he had the loose ball, but it's played by Susek off Lawrence for a Czech throw, taken quickly. And Susek holds off Dan James, although Wales are, Czech Republic are forced back to the halfway line. Kudela to the feet of Schick. Now Susek. Shot comes in. Gurla just beyond the post. Turned and probably felt surprised that he had that much space. It was Yankto again, just finding that little pocket. Mepham backing off. That wasn't too far away, because Ward was throwing himself across the goal. He wasn't sure. So the early opportunities coming the way of the visitors, and they have had the lion's share of possession as well. Early exchanges at the Cardiff City Stadium belong to the visiting Czech Republic side. They haven't exactly created clear-cut opportunities, but they've created the only two, both falling to Yankto. Nice approach play, set him up on the edge of the D. Tame effort in the end, straight at Ward, comfortable save. And just moments ago, Yankto again found that pocket of space, just dropping off the defenders, turned, could advance a little bit as well. They backed off, and in the D curled an effort just beyond Ward's far post. He wasn't sure, throwing himself across his goal, but just off target. Wales haven't quite got going yet, and the Czechs have taken the early initiative, but 0-0. And the Czechs have the ball back. They're having a lot of this early possession. As I say, the chances aren't exactly clear-cut, but Wales have created nothing so far. That doesn't, of course, mean that a man like Gareth Bale won't create something out of nothing. Finding his form again at Spurs. It's taken a while. But he'll be looking to finish the season strong ahead of the Euros, as the Czech Republic have possession again on the halfway line. Arguably playing like the home side, on top possession, looking the more dangerous. As it's with Provad down the right. Good challenge though from Williams, wins it back, and again Wales go early. Arguably a little bit too early, hitting it downfield. I think Wilson wanted a free kick that he wasn't going to get either. So it's just coughed up possession once more. Can tell you, Turkey have taken the lead in the World Cup qualifiers. It's the only game of the 8 o'clock kickoffs that's got a goal. There's a fair few of them. And it's the only one so far, Turkey leading, the rest 0-0. Can tell you earlier on, Serbia won 2-1 in Azerbaijan, and Cyprus beat Slovenia 1-0 at home. But no, just a one goal in the 8 o'clock. So the 7:45s. Of course, we haven't had a goal yet, but here come the Czech Republic again, and it could be an opportunity. Again, it's Yankto, drills into the side netting. That's 3 opportunities then for Yankto, probably on his weaker right, but one or two of the players stopped because Darida went down. Maybe Wales thought the referee was going to give a free kick, but the ball fell kindly for Yankto, who's ahead of Rodan as well, but right-footed this time, going towards the near post. Found the side netting instead. Well inside the box on this occasion. And that's a third shooting opportunity that the Czech Republic and Yankto have had. And that was probably the best of them, given the distance from goal. Still goalless though, into the 15th minute. Independent, unofficial, off-tube studio commentary. Czech Republic on top, but Wales have a free kick halfway inside the Czech half. Rodon, Lawrence up from the back, although the Czech defensive line is a good 10 yards or so outside the box. Referee is talking to, I think the two Welsh players who are both offside, and speaking to them, although they have no interest in what he's saying. Wilson with the delivery, floated to the left of the D. Might have been just flicked on by a Wales head. Rodon it was, but he's actually adjudged to have just pushed his marker in the back. Free kick, Czech Republic, edge of their own box, which they've already taken. Going along down the right, looking for Provod, but it's just arcing away from him. Through to Ward, and he is under no pressure to pick it up. Canceli Belgium had taken the lead. That affects this group, of course. It's surprising no one that they lead Belarus at home. Michi Batshuayi with the goal. Gareth Bale crowding out on the right, dispossessed. Here come Czech Republic through Yankto, but that's cut out. Again, it's hit long by Wales early. Vaklik, so the Czech Republic have possession back. I would say they're going early, too early, Wales, up top. It's not a bad idea given the pace that Wales possess, but still, as it's flicked on at the other end. Susek will try and run beyond Schick, cleared away by Rodon, won back by the Czech Republic. And Neco Williams has done pretty well down that left-hand side to win the ball back and hold off the challenges. Wales are going back in possession though. That's a better ball out to the left, and James, who's now got Kudela backpedaling, helped out by Kufal, and that'll be a free kick to Wales. Kufal from behind. Got to be careful with James, in the sense that it's not hard to knock him off his feet. Better free kick. It's in line with the left edge of the box, but Wilson stood over it left-footed, of course, and it doesn't look like he'll be going for goal. The angle's not fantastic, so they're going to try and test out the aerial defensive capabilities of the visitors. Again, the line is just outside the 18-yard box, obviously closer though, more chance to get it deeper into the box and threaten. Referee again is having words with Plenty. 18 minutes ticking over at the Cardiff City Stadium. Wilson with the delivery. It's into a dangerous area. That's a good defensive header. Might have been Schick back there for the Czech Republic as Borrell clips down the line. Yankto's holding off Morel. And in the end, the retreating Mepper might just have caught, it was Provod actually. He's winning that free kick. Belgium have quickly grabbed the second goal, incidentally. Anaken with the second. 3 minutes after Batshuayi with the first. So Belgium look like going on to 7 points. Czech Republic would like to join them, but of course they've got to beat Wales. And they haven't had much of the ball yet, but yeah, the 3 efforts not been far away, but they haven't truly tested Ward in the Wales goal. 2 off target, not by much, but off target. The other one, tame-ish, as Kufal tries to get down the right, but Williams dispossesses him. Then he's caught by Kufal, who doesn't like the decision. Referees come all the way across to the touchline to have a word with him. Didn't like what he might have been saying to the linesman. I don't like those free kicks, I have to admit. I don't like them. Not much in it. Get your body across and then fall over. Both sets of players are doing it. It's not unusual, but I don't like them personally. I can see why defenders get frustrated. Cleared by Wales into the Czech half. Kufal heads away. Provod has it, and then that could be a foul. Darida just caught by Ampadu. Free kick taken. It was in the Czech half, and it's now at the feet of Saluska to Kudela. Gets it back off Susek. James, Wilson, Bale threatening an intercept. That's a towering header from Mepham, but Wilson just beaten to the ball by Kudela. Czech Republic have it inside the towards Bale in the box, trying to go around the outside, stabs it in towards the 6-yard box. It's ultimately blocked by Holes. It's behind for a corner. So they've had attacking opportunities from set plays. This arguably the best of them, the first corner of the game. And it's good play. Obviously defenders are reluctant to put challenges in the box. 21 minutes ticking over at the Cardiff City Stadium. There's 4 men in a line on the penalty spot doing the hokey-cokey. Whisper coming down the line. How are they going to go? Referee's talking to Ampadu and Borrell, who stood Both stood next to Vatlik. Referee's pointing to his eyes as he comes to this huddle around the penalty spot. He's looking. It's taken short. Change of angle. Roberts floats it in. And the keeper came, but it's actually headed away from him by Susek. Now the break is on for the Czech Republic, but that ball is just straightening up on Provod, and that's allowed Mepham to clear. It's not the worst clearance, but it's too high for James, and will actually go out of play for a throw-in to the visitors, halfway inside their own half, left-hand side. So the Czech Republic have done a decent job. So far they've defended the set plays reasonably well. Not been threatened in open play as such. As Schick is outnumbered through the long ball downfield. Mepham with the header. One back though by Susek. Kufal gets it back for Yankto. He might just swap flanks with Provod. Now Provod is halfway through the middle actually, and the long ball out to the left hand side for the advancing Borrell, dealt with by Roberts. Happy to head it into touch for an attacking throw for the Czech Republic. Taking no chances whatsoever. Borrell's come forward to take it, and he appears to have ushered players away. He's going to go long. Susek got a hat-trick against Estonia, a target. Well, not one Czech player got off the floor as the road on heads clear before Roberts puts his boot through it up to the halfway line. Kadela is there for the Czechs. Wilson will try and close him down, but there's too many yellow shirts back there, and the Czech Republic comfortable in defensive possession. Now they're starting to press out. Wilson joined by Bale. Ball over the top, down the right. Well, Kufal, it's another poor first touch. That's not the problem. That's been a sort of problem in this game. He's got into advanced positions and his touches just let him down. Although Lawrence is happy to put it into touch for throw-in to the Czech Republic, so they're still on the attack as they're forced back towards the halfway line. Saluska forward. He's beaten to it though by Ampadu. Ampadu's then caught, and that'll be a free kick to the Czech Republic. Sorry, to Wales. Not too far from the centre circle. Inside the Wales half, with the game into the 25th minute. Goalless so far, no surprise really, certainly not from a Wales viewpoint. Haven't had a shot yet. 3 efforts from distance from the Czech, sorry, 2 efforts from distance, which weren't bad. One inside the box perhaps should have been on target. Here go Wales down their left hand side, but well, Neco Williams wanted the ball earlier than it came, and so in the end he's caught on his heels as again the Czech Republic play their way out of trouble from right to left. Borrell goes down the line for Yankto. Reverse ball in towards Schick, who just slipped as he had to adjust. And Roberts is just given a nudge by Yankto. That'll be a free kick to Wales. Again inside their own half. Happy to take it quickly, waste no time. So still 0-0. Wales have seen a little bit more of the ball, but I still reckon the Czech Republic will be happy with the start they've made, having more of the possession, not creating an awful lot, but I'm sure they'd take a point away at Wales in the hope they'd beat them at home. As again, the Czech Republic play the way out of trouble. That's not a great ball actually. It bounces through to Borrell. He wasn't the target, Susek was. Susek tries to set Schick away, who just gave Rodon a nudge in the back. If that was in the box the other way around, Wales would be unhappy with a penalty. Need something though, just to settle themselves down, a bit more possession. I think they've just gone a little bit, well, when they hit the long ball, it's been too long for a start off. Maybe they've gone too early. Need to get that a little bit better timed. They've got possession back inside their own half. After a slight miscommunication between Schick and Darida. Again, Wales go long. This time the diagonal cut out. Czechs forced back to Vaklik. And James will give chase, but that means he's left Kufal. And he's the out ball. Kufal then goes long. Schick challenges Lawrence in the air. Well, that's a ball that's just slipped through by Bale. It was half stopped by Cadella, but Wilson will keep it alive. The fact he was just forced wide has allowed the Czechs to regroup. Wilson goes down the line, happy to take the throw in. That could have been a little bit better for Wales, because it was a very high line, and Bale's ball was looking as though it was going to send Wilson away, but a diving header clear from Cadella just allowed the Czechs to regroup. That was a swift counter. They have been going long early, and that almost worked. Long throw from Roberts, and well, Bale's ended up on the floor. No real appeals for a penalty, and none given, but he almost sat down on the floor. Let's have another look. There's a coming together, and then his legs go and he falls over. I mean, people need to be spoken to. Excellent refereeing. Excellent refereeing. We're watching a replay of the incident, and he's just having a word with Gareth Bale. And I think he needs to do it to everybody. This is my thinking. He was holding the shoulders, and the legs need to be spoken to. So that's a good play down the left-hand side. Cross comes in from Wales. Glancing header clear from Borrell, with Bale just behind him. Better play from Wales in terms of open play, football. Nice turn down the left-hand side and a good-looking ball in. But again, so far, defensively, the Czech Republic have dealt well with balls into their box. It's another long throw opportunity, though, for Roberts. And again, he's targeting the near post. Headed clear by Wales, by the Czech Republic, rather. It's Provod back there in a defensive position. In the end, he's happy to clear. I think he wanted an option. It wasn't quite forthcoming to put his boot through it. And Wales retrieve it on the halfway line. That's not the worst ball from Roberts down the line for Wilson, but it was well read by Borrell. And the Czechs have it back. Good ball up the line for Darida. Coming in field, there's a bit of space for Susek. Back heel back to Darida. Now to the man in space on the right. Kufal to his Hammer's teammate Susek. Down the line goes Yankto, onto his left foot, gets a cross in. Chick tries to take it down on the chest. He was backpedaling, perhaps felt he couldn't get the power in a header, and he almost was able to control it. But backpedaling, he just didn't quite kill it, and it got away from his control, really stabbed it towards goal, but I don't think it was going to reach the goal, let alone anything else. And Ward was able to make the claim. But half an opportunity there for the Czech Republic. Luxembourg, well, they beat the Republic of Ireland. They've just taken early, well, it's not early anymore. They've taken a lead against Portugal. Surprising one or two people these days. Luxembourg, good to see. Now Rodon's penalised. Darida caught in the face is the suggestion. Kufal looks quite aggressive when he's having a word with the referee, but then both he and Darida break out into smiles. Maybe the refs had something funny to say. Free kick though to the Czech Republic. Just gone into the 32nd minute fairly central position. They're not going for goal though directly. Darida stood over it. Good 45 yards out into the box, and Saliska was the target, but it's just a little bit too long, and that's going to go behind for a goal kick. Not too far away from half-time. Chances have dried up from a Wales perspective. At least they've settled down. They're seeing a little bit more of the ball. Not really threatening a goal as yet. A couple of nice crosses have gone in, but the Czech Republics have dealt with them pretty well. Gareth Bale's gone down very softly in the box and got spoken to by the referee as no penalty was given. The closest we've come to a goal since those early couple of efforts from Yankto is Yankto again. Ball fell to him in the box, right channel, drilled it into the side netting. You would have thought he should have at least hit the target, but neither keeper's been overworked. Wales coming into it a little bit more, but probably the Czech Republic still on top to a degree. 0-0. Czech Republic again playing themselves into what looks like a little bit of trouble, but somebody is able to clear. This time it's Vaklik up to the halfway line. Wales win it back. Ball over the top. James, he's gone just a fraction too early, and that is offside. I think that's the first offside we've had. Maybe the second at most, but because previous long balls over the top from Wales have just been too long. If they were offside, they've not bothered pulling them back, because it's the Czech Republic have been able to regain possession, as they have done again. But down the line, Borrell tries to go. It's blocked into touch. Throw into the Czech Republic, halfway inside the Wales half. Maybe a little bit more advanced than that in truth. 30 yards from the corner flag, left-hand side. Actually, they've stolen a couple of yards. Borrell tries to go over the top, not for the first time in this game. A throw-in has gone one bounce behind for a goal kick. Trying to get it in behind Roberts for Provod, but the ball was always getting away from him, and it's going to be a goal kick to the Czech Republic. Turkey have scored a second at home to Latvia. It is, of course, still goalless in the other games. Croatia, Malta, Gibraltar, Netherlands. 34 minutes gone, that's a surprise. Montenegro, Norway, and Slovakia, Russia. And of course this game, Wales against the Czech Republic. Most people will be thinking it's for the team that's going to finish behind Belgium. There's a ball over the top. Well, Lawrence got there first, but it just glanced off his thigh. It's going behind, and in fact Lawrence can't prevent it from being a corner. So the first corner for the Czech Republic. The left-footed Yankto has gone across to swing it in from their right. Again, referee, he's got points to make at every set play. He's going to make a point. Keeps pointing to his eyes. So in these groups of players, attackers, defenders, maybe he's suggesting that he's got a keen eye on all of them, as the delivery from Yankto is headed clear by Rodon. But might have been a little pushing and shoving, because it's a free kick to Wales. Norway have scored away at Montenegro, so that's no longer goalless. And Latvia have pulled one back not long after they conceded a second. It's now 2-1. Bit of space for James crossing the halfway line with Wilson and Bale ahead of him. In fact, it's Williams down that left-hand side. There could be an opportunity. Oh, Bale denied by the keeper, Vaklik. Great ball in from Williams. Best chance of the game. Good ball in. Defenders went for it, then stopped. The keeper went to claim, then went back. And Gareth Bale, ghosting in between Saliska and Borrell, has just stabbed it into the ground. It's bouncing up. It's a nice height for the keeper, but Bale will be disappointed that he hasn't beaten Vaklik from close range. I think a different height and that's in. A little bit higher, it's in. Lower, certainly it's in. but he just bounced up and he's able to palm it up over the bar one-handed. Best chance of the game. It is, of course, a corner. Swung in from the right towards the far post. Soucek heads away, volleyed back in by Bale, but it's blocked in a crowd of players on the edge of the 6-yard box. Ricochets away for a throw-in for Wales, not far from the corner flag. Might have been Saluska with the touch as well. With 37 minutes just about to complete at the Cardiff City Stadium. Gareth Bale thinking he's had a couple of chances there, looks to the heavens momentarily. Wales still on the attack. Taken short to Wilson. Hasn't really been able to stamp his mark on the game thus far. Wales need more possession. They are getting it at the moment. Bale from the right onto his left foot. Hits across into the back of Soucek. Bale will actually keep it in. Closed down by Borrell. Forced back to Morel. Clips it down the right, looking for Roberts. But again, those passes from either side haven't been easy to complete. A straight ball over the top. Didn't quite get the meat of the boot there, Gareth Bale. It's almost the under heel jumping up in the air. Not the easiest, but it's Gareth Bale. Scored overhead kicks, etc. He might have felt he could have done better. Flicked on the halfway line by Provod. Schick to Soucek. Now Darida. His attempted ball blocked away by Ampadu into touch. Throw in Czech Republic. 7 minutes from the interval. The Czech Republic on the attack. Cross comes in from the right. Too close to Ward. Very comfortable claim. A confidence boost for him. A couple of goals have gone in. Belgium are 3-0 up. Obviously that affects this group, beating Belarus. And the third goal scored by Trossard. Can't tell if Slovakia lead at home to Russia. Here come the Czech Republic, turning in the box. Oh, took a slight deflection. Schick on the turn, held off at Mepham, but Mepham just got a foot in. It's taken a little bit of pace off the ball, and it's a comfortable claim in the end for Ward. Just about on the penalty spot. Half charged down. Obviously it's a shot on target. Half charged down. Probably helped Ward. It did deflect the ball as well, but because it's at source, perhaps he wouldn't have been as committed had Mepham been 5 yards stood off, for example. But comfortable save in the end. But that was one-on-one in the box. A warning sign. Well, a warning sign from both sides in the last couple of minutes or so. 40 minutes is about to tick over at the Cardiff City Stadium. 0-0, of course. Independent, unofficial, off-tube studio commentary. Poor touch from Morel has allowed Borrell to win the ball back for the Czech Republic. Schick's very deep here. Plenty of players ahead of him as Holes tries to switch play. Kufal the target. Williams heads into touch. Throw into the visitors. Halfway inside the Wales half. Taken quickly. Darida onside and keeps it in. Gets a cross in from Kufal. Headed clear by Lawrence, helped further away by James, but as he's come deep to help out, there's nobody really ahead of him as the Czech Republic get it in the box again. Could be a shot for Schick, blocked away by Mepham. Again, it's worked quickly to the box. Provod with a ball in. Oh, two heads went for it. It's come to the far post. Shot blocked. Can Ward prevent it going behind? No, he can't. Corner kick to the Czech Republic. The retreating Ampadu just put off Schick, and Williams allowed the ball to bounce through to Yankto. His shot blocked by Lawrence behind for a corner. 4 minutes to go to the break. And after a rather quiet spell in terms of opportunities, more coming. Cross deep towards the far post, and Saluska tries to challenge Mepham. Might just headed the back of Mepham's head. He's just clutching his nose at the moment, is Sluska. It was Mepham who got the header in behind for another corner. This time on the Czech left. Intended to try and utilise the in-swinger. And they will do again. Yankto took the last corner. The Reader's going to take this one. This one more to a central position, and Schick. He is stretching, but he's in a central position pretty much unchallenged. Tough, because he was stretching. There was just a little slip there as well from his marker. Didn't quite get the contact that he wanted. So goal kick to Wales. 6-2 in terms of number of shots in Czech Republic's favour. 2-1 on target in the visitors' favour as well. You might argue that Wales had the best chance. Didn't take it. 2.5 minutes or so at the end of this first half. James down the left-hand side for Wales. Back to Williams. He's been forced away from goal by Yankto. It works a nice 1-2 to buy time. Going away from goal though. Morel in the centre circle. Mepham to his right. Back to the Luton midfielder. Across to Ampadu. Out to the left. James hugging the touchline. He's found. And he's building up some steam as he takes on Kufal into the box. And they're appealing for a penalty again. And that is soft. I think officials have got no penalty given. I think officials have got to start booking that. Contact, fall over. No, it's not good for the game. My opinion. It's one thing trying to protect footballers, but just contact, fall over. No, it's not good. And he's then handballed it, of course, on the floor. He's leaning into Souček as much as anything else. He's not really complaining that the penalty's not given, but I think the yellow card's got to come out diving. That's my opinion. I'll leave it alone. About a minute and 10 seconds left at the end of the first half. Wales clear their lines though. That was just forcing Provod wide anyway. But Roberts clears downfield. Into the final 60 seconds. I don't think there'll be much added time. Netherlands have finally taken the lead in Gibraltar. Belgium have got a fourth. So that game's done and dusted. Doku with the fourth goal there for Belgium. These are all in a similar position. Last minute, 45th minute, stoppage time. All these World Cup qualifiers. Obviously, apart from the two that finished earlier. Azerbaijan 1, Serbia 2, and Cyprus 1, Slovenia 0. Those are results. The other World Cup qualifiers scores I give you are the latest. They all kicked off at the same time. We're just about done in 45 minutes, but is there a last opportunity for the Czech Republic? Shot comes in, and that's not too far away. Yankto cutting in on the right, onto his left. Souček involved. Good run as well. Not a bad strike. Just couldn't quite keep it down. 45 minutes ticks over, and that is half time. So I think the Czech Republic probably had the best in that first half in terms of possession and a number of shots, but the best chance fell to Gareth Bale. And he was denied by Vaklik. At the break, it's 0-0. Half time at the Cardiff City Stadium is Wales 0, Czech Republic 0. Czech Republic had the best of the first half, possession and territory. Yankto very prominent, but too often with decent opportunities he missed the target. Schick had a couple of could have done better. Best chance of the game though fell to Gareth Bale. Williams did well down the left, great ball into the far post, and Bale, awkward height, steered it towards goal, but it was pushed over the bar by Vaklik. Wales 0, Czech Republic 0. Half time at the Cardiff City Stadium is Wales 0, Czech Republic 0. Czech Republic had the best of the first half, possession and territory. Yankto very prominent, but too often with decent opportunities he missed the target. Schick had a couple of could have done better. Best chance of the game though fell to Gareth Bale. Williams did well down the left, great ball into the far post, and Bale, awkward height, steered it towards goal, but it was pushed over the bar by Vaklik. Wales 0, Czech Republic 0. Half time at the Cardiff City Stadium is Wales 0, Czech Republic 0. Czech Republic had the best of the first half, possession and territory. Yankto very prominent, but too often with decent opportunities he missed the target. Schick had a couple of could have done better. Best chance of the game though fell to Gareth Bale. Williams did well down the left, great ball into the far post, and Bale, awkward height, steered it towards goal, but it was pushed over the bar by Vaklik. Wales 0, Czech Republic 0. Half time at the Cardiff City Stadium is Wales 0, Czech Republic 0. Czech Republic had the best of the first half, possession and territory. Yankto very prominent, but too often with decent opportunities he missed the target. Schick had a couple of could have done better. Best chance of the game though fell to Gareth Bale. Williams did well down the left, great ball into the far post, and Bale, awkward height, steered it towards goal, but it was pushed over the bar by Vaklik. Wales 0, Czech Republic 0. Half time at the Cardiff City Stadium is Wales 0, Czech Republic 0. Czech Republic had the best of the first half, possession and territory. Yankto very prominent, but too often with decent opportunities he missed the target. Schick had a couple of could have done better. Best chance of the game though fell to Gareth Bale. Williams did well down the left, great ball into the far post, and Bale, awkward height, steered it towards goal, but it was pushed over the bar by Vaklik. Wales 0, Czech Republic 0. Half time at the Cardiff City Stadium is Wales 0, Czech Republic 0. Czech Republic had the best of the first half, possession and territory. Yankto very prominent, but too often with decent opportunities he missed the target. Schick had a couple of could have done better. Best chance of the game though fell to Gareth Bale. Williams did well down the left, great ball into the far post, and Bale, awkward height, steered it towards goal, but it was pushed over the bar by Vaklik. Wales 0, Czech Republic 0. Half time at the Cardiff City Stadium is Wales 0, Czech Republic 0. Czech Republic had the best of the first half, possession and territory. Yankto very prominent, but too often with decent opportunities he missed the target. Schick had a couple of could have done better. Best chance of the game though fell to Gareth Bale. Williams did well down the left, great ball into the far post, and Bale, awkward height, steered it towards goal, but it was pushed over the bar by Vaklik. Wales 0, Czech Republic 0. Half time at the Cardiff City Stadium is Wales 0, Czech Republic 0. Czech Republic had the best of the first half, possession and territory. Yankto very prominent, but too often with decent opportunities he missed the target. Schick had a couple of could have done better. Best chance of the game though fell to Gareth Bale. Williams did well down the left, great ball into the far post, and Bale, awkward height, steered it towards goal, but it was pushed over the bar by Vaklik. Wales 0, Czech Republic 0. Half time at the Cardiff City Stadium is Wales 0, Czech Republic 0. Czech Republic had the best of the first half, possession and territory. Yankto very prominent, but too often with decent opportunities he missed the target. Schick had a couple of could have done better. Best chance of the game though fell to Gareth Bale. Williams did well down the left, great ball into the far post, and Bale, awkward height, steered it towards goal, but it was pushed over the bar by Vaklik. Wales 0, Czech Republic 0. Half time at the Cardiff City Stadium is Wales 0, Czech Republic 0. Czech Republic had the best of the first half, possession and territory. Yankto very prominent, but too often with decent opportunities he missed the target. Schick had a couple of could have done better. Best chance of the game though fell to Gareth Bale. Williams did well down the left, great ball into the far post, and Bale, awkward height, steered it towards goal, but it was pushed over the bar by Vaklik. Wales 0, Czech Republic 0. Half time at the Cardiff City Stadium is Wales 0, Czech Republic 0. Czech Republic had the best of the first half, possession and territory. Yankto very prominent, but too often with decent opportunities he missed the target. Schick had a couple of could have done better. Best chance of the game though fell to Gareth Bale. Williams did well down the left, great ball into the far post, and Bale, awkward height, steered it towards goal, but it was pushed over the bar by Vaklik. Wales 0, Czech Republic 0. Half time at the Cardiff City Stadium is Wales 0, Czech Republic 0. Czech Republic had the best of the first half, possession and territory. Yankto very prominent, but too often with decent opportunities he missed the target. Schick had a couple of could have done better. Best chance of the game though fell to Gareth Bale. Williams did well down the left, great ball into the far post, and Bale, awkward height, steered it towards goal, but it was pushed over the bar by Vaklik. Wales 0, Czech Republic 0. Half time at the Cardiff City Stadium is Wales 0, Czech Republic 0. Czech Republic had the best of the first half, possession and territory. Yankto very prominent, but too often with decent opportunities he missed the target. Schick had a couple of could have done better. Best chance of the game though fell to Gareth Bale. Williams did well down the left, great ball into the far post, and Bale, awkward height, steered it towards goal, but it was pushed over the bar by Vaklik. Wales 0, Czech Republic 0. Half time at the Cardiff City Stadium is Wales 0, Czech Republic 0. Czech Republic had the best of the first half, possession and territory. Yankto very prominent, but too often with decent opportunities he missed the target. Schick had a couple of could have done better. Best chance of the game though fell to Gareth Bale. Williams did well down the left, great ball into the far post, and Bale, awkward height, steered it towards goal, but it was pushed over the bar by Vaklik. Wales 0, Czech Republic 0. Half time at the Cardiff City Stadium is Wales 0, Czech Republic 0. Czech Republic had the best of the first half, possession and territory. Yankto very prominent, but too often with decent opportunities he missed the target. Schick had a couple of could have done better. Best chance of the game though fell to Gareth Bale. Williams did well down the left, great ball into the far post, and Bale, awkward height, steered it towards goal, but it was pushed over the bar by Vaklik. Wales 0, Czech Republic 0. Half time at the Cardiff City Stadium is Wales 0, Czech Republic 0. Czech Republic had the best of the first half, possession and territory. Yankto very prominent, but too often with decent opportunities he missed the target. Schick had a couple of could have done better. Best chance of the game though fell to Gareth Bale. Williams did well down the left, great ball into the far post, and Bale, awkward height, steered it towards goal, but it was pushed over the bar by Vaklik. Wales 0, Czech Republic 0. Half time at the Cardiff City Stadium is Wales 0, Czech Republic 0. Czech Republic had the best of the first half, possession and territory. Yankto very prominent, but too often with decent opportunities he missed the target. Schick had a couple of could have done better. Best chance of the game though fell to Gareth Bale. Williams did well down the left, great ball into the far post, and Bale, awkward height, steered it towards goal, but it was pushed over the bar by Vaklik. Wales 0, Czech Republic 0. Half time at the Cardiff City Stadium is Wales 0, Czech Republic 0. Czech Republic had the best of the first half, possession and territory. Yankto very prominent, but too often with decent opportunities he missed the target. Schick had a couple of could have done better. Best chance of the game though fell to Gareth Bale. Williams did well down the left, great ball into the far post, and Bale, awkward height, steered it towards goal, but it was pushed over the bar by Vaklik. Wales 0, Czech Republic 0. Half time at the Cardiff City Stadium is Wales 0, Czech Republic 0. Czech Republic had the best of the first half, possession and territory. Yankto very prominent, but too often with decent opportunities he missed the target. Schick had a couple of could have done better. Best chance of the game though fell to Gareth Bale. Williams did well down the left, great ball into the far post, and Bale, awkward height, steered it towards goal, but it was pushed over the bar by Vaklik. Wales 0, Czech Republic 0. Half time at the Cardiff City Stadium is Wales 0, Czech Republic 0. Czech Republic had the best of the first half, possession and territory. Yankto very prominent, but too often with decent opportunities he missed the target. Schick had a couple of could have done better. Best chance of the game though fell to Gareth Bale. Williams did well down the left, great ball into the far post, and Bale, awkward height, steered it towards goal, but it was pushed over the bar by Vaklik. Wales 0, Czech Republic 0. Half time at the Cardiff City Stadium is Wales 0, Czech Republic 0. Czech Republic had the best of the first half, possession and territory. Yankto very prominent, but too often with decent opportunities he missed the target. Schick had a couple of could have done better. Best chance of the game though fell to Gareth Bale. Williams did well down the left, great ball into the far post, and Bale, awkward height, steered it towards goal, but it was pushed over the bar by Vaklik. Wales 0, Czech Republic 0. Off time at the Cardiff City Stadium is Wales 0, Czech Republic 0. Czech Republic had the best of the first half, possession and territory. Yankto very prominent, but too often with decent opportunities he missed the target. Schick had a couple of could have done better. Best chance of the game though fell to Gareth Bale. Williams did well down the left, great ball into the far post, and Bale, awkward height, steered it towards goal, but it was pushed over the bar by Vaklik. Wales 0, Czech Republic 0. Off time at the Cardiff City Stadium is Wales 0, Czech Republic 0. Czech Republic had the best of the first half, possession and territory. Yankto very prominent, but too often with decent opportunities he missed the target. Schick had a couple of could have done better. Best chance of the game though fell to Gareth Bale. Williams did well down the left, great ball into the far post, and Bale, awkward height, steered it towards goal, but it was pushed over the bar by Vaklik. Wales 0, Czech Republic 0. Off time at the Cardiff City Stadium is Wales 0, Czech Republic 0. Czech Republic had the best of the first half, possession and territory. Yankto very prominent, but too often with decent opportunities he missed the target. Schick had a couple of could have done better. Best chance of the game though fell to Gareth Bale. Williams did well down the left, great ball into the far post, and Bale, awkward height, steered it towards goal, but it was pushed over the bar by Vaklik. Wales 0, Czech Republic 0. Off time at the Cardiff City Stadium is Wales 0, Czech Republic 0. Czech Republic had the best of the first half, possession and territory. Yankto very prominent, but too often with decent opportunities he missed the target. Schick had a couple of could have done better. Best chance of the game though fell to Gareth Bale. Williams did well down the left, great ball into the far post, and Bale, awkward height, steered it towards goal, but it was pushed over the bar by Vaklik. Wales 0, Czech Republic 0. Off time at the Cardiff City Stadium is Wales 0, Czech Republic 0. Czech Republic had the best of the first half, possession and territory. Yankto very prominent, but too often with decent opportunities he missed the target. Schick had a couple of could have done better. Best chance of the game though fell to Gareth Bale. Williams did well down the left, great ball into the far post, and Bale, awkward height, steered it towards goal, but it was pushed over the bar by Vaklik. Wales 0, Czech Republic 0. Off time at the Cardiff City Stadium is Wales 0, Czech Republic 0. Czech Republic had the best of the first half, possession and territory. Yankto very prominent, but too often with decent opportunities he missed the target. Schick had a couple of could have done better. Best chance of the game though fell to Gareth Bale. Williams did well down the left, great ball into the far post, and Bale, awkward height, steered it towards goal, but it was pushed over the bar by Vaklik. Wales 0, Czech Republic 0. Off time at the Cardiff City Stadium is Wales 0, Czech Republic 0. Czech Republic had the best of the first half, possession and territory. Yankto very prominent, but too often with decent opportunities he missed the target. Schick had a couple of could have done better. Best chance of the game though fell to Gareth Bale. Williams did well down the left, great ball into the far post, and Bale, awkward height, steered it towards goal, but it was pushed over the bar by Vaklik. Wales 0, Czech Republic 0. Off time at the Cardiff City Stadium is Wales 0, Czech Republic 0. Czech Republic had the best of the first half, possession. Well, a warm welcome back to our coverage of the World Cup qualifier taking place at the Cardiff City Stadium. Of course, 0-0 at the break, and in some ways Wales might feel a little bit lucky, but in other ways they won't, because they missed the best chance of that first half. Although they were second best for long periods, number of shots, possession, territory, they had the best chance, and they will feel they could be 1-0 up. Certainly it was a good save from Vaklik. Ward's made a couple, but nothing out of the ordinary, and all the shots from the Czech Republic have been off target. Second half has just got underway, so Wales will be hoping for a little bit of improvement in this second period, but if they get another chance like that, they might be quite happy with things, as the Czech Republic have possession, go back from the Wales half to their own, and Jan James is chasing a back pass. He won't get there because Vaklic has come well out of his ground. As Kufal intercepts with a ball intended to Williams. He's carrying on his run out to the right, drills one in low, turned away by Amadou. Kufal will get there first though, and the Czech Republic can come again. It's with Holes. Cross comes in from Kufal, headed clear by Roberts, only as far as Cadella. Kufal tries to flick it forward, which bounced past that Williams, and then there's an opportunity, slip possibly, could have been a foul by Provod, but the referee says no. He slipped and then motioned towards the ball, arguably brought down a Wales player. Czech Republic have it, but they're near the halfway line at the moment. Then Cadella, after just avoiding one challenge, is brought down by Harry Wilson. That'll be a free kick to the Czech Republic. I mean, he has caught him, I'm not going to deny that, but the reaction afterwards. Still on the floor is Cadella. It's getting up now. Not a physio in sight. No magic sponge needed these days. Free kick is in a decent position, but too far out to go for goal. Darida has come across to take it. He, of course, is one of the two changes that the Czech Republic have made from the 1-1 draw with Belgium. He and Schick have come in as he waits for the go-ahead, and that's a ball that's going to land on the edge of the 6-yard box. Very comfortable claim for Ward in the end. Oh, is that a red card that was just flashed in Schick's direction? I think the Czech Republic are down to 10 men. Schick can't believe it. But he's given a red card. Roberts is down. Schick has been given a red card. Let's have a look. The ball in from the free kick was too close to the keeper, who's come out to make it. Schick has been given his marching orders. Let's have a look. There is a push out. I think he's hit the chest, and I think Roberts has made the most of it. It's one of those where Roberts is obviously trying to block off the run of Schick, and he's grappling with him, and he's in the way. You might argue it's naughty. I honestly don't think there's much in it, so I think that's a fortuitous red card. I'm not saying what Schick's an innocent party and all this, but there's not an awful lot there for me. But it's changed the game, no doubt about it. Wales now have a man advantage. What that changes for the Czech Republic, well, it's the striker who's gone off, so they might not actually change their personnel as yet. Big change in the match at the start of this second half, from a free kick for the Czech Republic into the box. There's a tangle really between Roberts and Schick. Schick over-egging it to say he lashed out, but he certainly pushed out at Roberts, who went down, and the referee flashed the red card in Schick's direction. I think that was a little bit too harsh, but there certainly was something there. But that's in the very early stages of the second half. Wales were second best for long periods of the first, but that's certainly something that could change the momentum of this contest. It's still 0-0. It's the first notable action of the second period, but the Czech Republic down to 10 men. It's still 0-0 at the Cardiff City Stadium. Yeah, I do think the red card is a little bit too much, personally. But there you go. It is what it is. So how are Wales going to approach this game? now with the man advantage. You certainly think they'd have better opportunities. Whether the Czech Republic will simply batten down the hatches from here on in and make it tough is obviously something that could happen. I don't think it's, I'm seeing replays, that's why I keep mentioning it. It's frustrating. I'm not pretending to be a hard man or anything like that, but it's as I say, there is something there from Schick, so maybe a yellow card for me might have been alright, but of course that's not acceptable these days. And players have got to learn that, so yeah, it's frustrating. It's frustrating for me. You can throw yourself to the ground a million times in a game, but you can't push a guy who's fouling you. It's not as if he's punched him or anything. But anyway, I'll leave it alone now as Ward clears from the edge of his 6-yard box. Not a bad clearance up to the halfway. Just a little, gets away from Bale into touch. Czech Republic throw. And they go back to their keeper, Vaklik, who's closed down and clears away. Then Ampadu might have been caught by Derrida. "53rd minute the game has gone into, and it looks as though they do at least want a forward on the Czech Republic, because I think that's the man who made way for a Patrick Schick, Michael Kamenchik, who's coming on in his in somebody's place. Might just get a little bit feisty. Ball down the line for Gareth Bale, but he's offside, and he's only about 10 yards or so inside the Czech Republic half. Holes is the man who's making way. So maybe Souček will simply have to adopt a more defensive position. He has been trying to get into the box. He is a goal scorer. Has been this season anyway. That's the first change made, as it's hit long in Kamenicic's direction. Headed away though by Meppen. Ball forward. Wilson flicks it into the net, but he's 30 yards offside. Again, I mean, it's time wasting. I don't understand the rules these days, how certain things are punished and other things have been let go. Time wasting, yeah, diving, it used to be punished, but it's almost like you can do all of that, no problem, as long as you don't tackle anyone. I said I'd let it go, didn't I? Lawrence has been penalised this time, jumping over the top of Kamenicic. That's a yellow card. These challenges weren't given as yellow cards. Free kicks were given for these incidences in the first half, and now we've got a yellow card. I don't understand how that's a yellow card, if I'm being honest. I thought the referee had a decent first half, but I don't agree with that's 2 calls he's made in the second. And it's new at the start of the game. Haven't even completed 10 minutes. As I say, that challenge was made twice. If you want to give a free kick, that's one thing. Give a yellow card, I think that's poor. Free kick to the Czech Republic then. Lofted into the mixer, headed away by Meppen. Only as far as Derrida, volleys it back in. Salusta heads towards goal. Straight at the keeper. It was a looping header, a very comfortable save. But a couple of players stayed back there, defenders for Wales, and Saluska was onside. Looks as though Kiefer Moore is coming on for Wales. That header was more of a back header than anything else. Bale down the right hand side. certainly got the pace to get there ahead of Saluska. Onto his left foot, crosses towards the far post. Darida back there takes it on the chest and tries to set Provod away down the right. He's stopped by Ampadu, but it is a Czech Republic throw halfway inside their own half, with 56 minutes just about ticking over. And Wales a chance now to make a change. Chris Mapham is the man who's going off. Moore is coming on. So it looks as though they're going to switch to a back four and have a target man playing inside James and Bale. Maybe Wilson will just drop a little bit deeper into the playmaker role. It's a poor pass from Morel, but good reactions from Rodon. As Roberts, gives it straight to Darida, who goes up and over the top. And the run is timed to perfection. He's around at the keeper. Oh, what a recovery from Lawrence. He gets the high fives from the keeper. What a run from Provod as well. He timed it to absolute perfection. And he'd rounded the keeper, but Lawrence stuck to his task, has got back. When Provod cut inside Ward, he was taking it towards Lawrence, but maybe Provod thought he'd stayed clear. Brilliant from Lawrence. I mean, it's a great ball, a great pass from Darida as well. I mean, nothing's changed in the game, in the sense that the Czech Republic have had more possession in territory and looking a little bit dangerous since the sending off. Having said that, it wasn't that long ago. And fatigue hasn't quite kicked in yet. Wasn't even able to pull the trigger, as it were, cut inside Ward, and then Lawrence just slid in and swept it away. Brilliant from Lawrence. Might argue he was at fault initially, because he thought the ball was going to Kamenicic and sort of pushed out to track him, and then it was over his head into the path of Provod, but he was able to recover. Fair play to him, as Wales just need to settle down, change the formation. They just need to pass it around and tire the Czech Republic out a little bit. They only need to win 1-0, just win the game, close up to within a point of the Czech Republic in the group. As the Czech Republic, particularly now they're a man down, a point would be a positive, but there's still a long way to go in this game. Over half an hour. Wales knocking it around from left to right. Hugging the touchline is Roberts. Down the line for Wilson. Continues his run. Roberts is found now. Crosses into the mix. It's over Moore's head. Bounces beyond Williams, who will give chase and retrieve ahead of Darida. But Wales now back on the halfway line. Lawrence, a 1-2 with Ampadu across to Rodon, out to the right, and Roberts falls back to Rodon. Kamenicic will give chase, but he's chasing them all at the moment. Ward finds Ampadu, forward to James, who's dropped deep, and now he's allowed to turn into space, bringing it forward. As Williams to his outside, he's cutting in onto his right foot, cross in towards the far post, but too close to Borrell, who just chests it back to Vaklik, and the Czech Republic deal with that attack. Provod's dropped deep to collect from the keeper, out to Kufal, dinks it down the line. Was that blocked into touch by a Williams' hand? It looked like it. It is a free kick. I mean, that's a deliberate handball. The ref's not booking the right things, if you ask me. If he's given a free kick, which he has, that's a deliberate handball. I mean, surely it's a yellow card. But anyway, no yellow card for Williams. free kicks come to nothing really. It's launched deep and Wales deal with it. They have it back just on the edge of their own box with Lawrence left side. Forward towards Ampadu, who just almost let that get away from him. Good reactions to keep it alive, and better than that, I'm not sure if he knew, he found Williams, ball over the top, and Moore is onside, left edge of the box. Support comes from James, tries to go around the outside of Kufal, pings it in, it's punched away, volleyed back in by Bale, and then it's blocked on the edge of the 6-yard box. That looked as though it's going to be a tap in for Moore, but Vaklik just got a hand in. Bale realised the keeper was obviously on the ground, a little bit out of position, volleyed it straight back in from the edge of the box, but it's blocked away and the Czech Republic survive. From a Wales viewpoint, if they score, that's probably game over. Obviously, the Czech Republic being a man down, a goal lead doesn't guarantee them anything in this game, not unless it came very late. Ball played towards Kamenicic, and there's up in support is Provide. He's gone into the box, he goes down. Oh, and the ball is trickled through to Ward. Yankto has picked up a yellow card, presumably for telling the referee what he thought. Again, there's not much in it. I was just waiting for the straight on angle. A little bit like James in the first half, the forward has taken a big step off the straight to make sure there's contact. And again, that's actually good refereeing. I haven't agreed with a couple of his calls, but I think that's great refereeing. If you're not running straight, then you're the one that's causing the problem. Nothing Lawrence did wrong. So a couple of penalty claims. The referee's got absolutely spot on. And I think that's without VAR as well, so even better from that viewpoint. Wales playing it across their back line, but in the end it wasn't a great touch from Morel. Has to go back to Ward. There's still time for them to win this. 1-0 is fine, get the victory. Obviously the more they win by, the better. As it's worked from right to left from Williams. He's still inside the Wales half at the moment. Bale tries to set Roberts away down the Wales right. Yankto back there is able to at least stop him. It wasn't a great clearance, but actually works a nice little 1-2 with Borrell, and is able to bring it forward as he approaches the halfway line. He looks for Kamenicic, who's a little bit offside. Well, it's a free kick against him, and it's headed clear. Right, I'm not necessarily. You see, I've had another look at the red card as a cross comes in from the Wales right. It's actually glanced off a Czech head. Kufal prevents the corner, hooks it to downfield. Roberts has actually apparently picked up a yellow card, incidentally. I don't know why. That's since. I don't remember the incident, I have to admit. I don't know whether it's for his part in the sending off. I really don't know. He was the victim, arguably. That was a red given to Schick, but I've only just confirmed it after we've all seen another replay of the yellow card. Yeah, they're certainly trying to push him away, arguably with the use of his elbow, Schick. But if you're looking at that incident from the entire time that the free kick has been taken, the ball's in the air obviously, but Roberts is grabbing hold of Schick. Now you could argue that's a penalty, as that's a ball trying to set James in behind. Oh, he's got there just ahead of Vaklik. Vaklik actually managed to block the attempted little dinker, It turns out James was offside anyway, so it wouldn't have counted. That is tight, but it's probably the right call. Good ball as well. The weight was perfect. Didn't quite get enough elevation on the shot, James. But as I say, it wouldn't have counted. He was offside. Anyway, I'll definitely leave the red card now anyway. Ball cleared by Vaklik. Chest pass from Kamenicic. Lofted ball from Provod over the top. Susek was the target, but that's way over here. That's going to bounce through to Ward. And Wales have it back. Let's update the latest scores. Well, Netherlands took a while to get their first. They're now 5-0 up away at Gibraltar. Belgium are 5-0 up at home to Belarus. Croatia lead Malta by a 1-0. Portugal now 2-1 up at Luxembourg. Norway still 1-0 up over Montenegro. Slovakia lead Russia 1-0. Turkey 3, Latvia 2. And of course, this game is the only goalless game of these World Cup qualifiers Europe this evening. But Wales, of course, have the man advantage. Here's Gareth Bale out to the left, and James. He's got Kufel on the back pedal. That's good defending from Kufel in the end. Attempted nutmeg from James, didn't work. And Kufel brings it away. And again, Williams has blocked the ball into touch, and again is deemed to have handballed it. So that's twice he's done that. Unless the referee... No, it is a free kick. So it's a deliberate handball twice. It's no yellow card. Quarter of the game left. Still 0-0. Free kick launched to the edge of the box. Dealt with by Roberts. Blocked, well, he smashed it into Derrida. And that was with the hand as well. So it will be a free kick to Wales. Passing the three-quarter point of the contest, and Wales are making hard work of the man advantage. In fact, since the red card, the better opportunities, two of them, have actually fallen to the 10-man Czech Republic. First, Saluska had a free header from a free kick. It was a back header, though, lacked the power, very comfortable save. And then Provod sprung the offside trap. Lovely ball over the top from Derrida. He rounded the keeper, but coming back onto his left allowed Lawrence to get the challenge in, and it was a brilliant tackle from Lawrence to not even allow the shot to come in. But that's been the best chance of the second half, best chance of the game, arguably. Wales struggling to break down the Czech Republic at the moment. Time is becoming a factor, but there is still enough left. Wales 0, Czech Republic 0. Free kick to the Czech Republic. Kiefer Moore adjudged to have fouled his man from a ball in from the left from James. So Czech Republic with that free kick. It's one of those that sits up nicely and just didn't quite get over it. In fairness to Ward, he never truly looked as though he was worried by it. It's not one of those viciously dipping volleys. It just started high and stayed high enough. As Wales possession come again, approaching the halfway line. Bale a little bit deeper of late. Not always deeper though, but on the halfway line. Ampadu tries to set James away down the left, but that is a pass that's overhit, and that's going to trickle behind for a goal kick to the Czech Republic. Inside the final 20 minutes at the Cardiff City Stadium, Wales 0, Czech Republic 0. Rob Page looks a nervous man at the moment. Obviously he has made the change, getting Kiefer Moore on. Header away by Williams into touch. Throw in is Czech Republic's halfway inside the Wales half. Sent Kamenicek away down the right. He's done well to keep it in, and that's a little bit rash from Rodon. He probably had a little bit more time. He's hammered it into touch for a more attacking throw, but could have done a little bit better there. But better safe than sorry. That is something. Kufal comes forward to take the throw in. That looked a foul one. And he's got away with it. Although the pass has gone back towards the halfway line, and the reader, who's being closed down by Wilson, clips it forward. Williams heads away. Kufal beats James in the air. Susek, though, rather treads on the ball, gets away from him into touch. Wales have a defensive throw. Go back to Ward. Kamenicek will give chase. It's all across the back line at the moment. Smash forward. Wilson controls on the halfway line. Now it's with Williams back inside to Wilson. Forward towards Moore, back to the halfway line, and Ampadu. Across to Morel, out to the right, and Roberts. Infield to Bale, closed down quickly. Just about rides the challenge. He's on his feet again, outside of the boot cross, headed clear by Cadella. And now Dorida has it. Finds a Provod. Kamenicek tries to turn his man. It's a very heavy touch. Can Provod keep it in? Yes, he can. And he's found it forward to Kamenicek into the box. Pulls it back to where the support hadn't quite arrived. Comes out to Dorida. Fake the shot. Goes square. Lifted into the box towards the rushing Kufal, but just getting there first. James, credit to him. Tracking the run of the man that he wants to be marking. And is stabbing it behind for a corner kick to the Czech Republic. Another decent ball in, this time from Borrell. And he is onside Kufal, but James has spotted the danger and gets there first. Danger hasn't passed, because it is a corner kick to the Czech Republic. In towards the edge of the 6-yard box. Glancing header from Moore. Half an appeal for handball, but doesn't look as though it struck Morel on the hand. And then Wilson tries to tease it down the line for Morel to run onto, but it's beaten him into touch. Attacking throw for the Czech Republic, with 73.5 minutes ticking over at the Cardiff City Stadium. Wales 0, Czech Republic 0, but pretty much they've had a man advantage in the second half, Wales. It was only 4 minutes into second period that Patrick Schick got his marching orders. As Borrell finally takes the throw in, gets it back off Susek, goes infield looking for Provod, but he can't control under pressure, and that's worked back to the keeper by Wales. Belgium lead Belarus 6-0, by the way. I think that's the only latest goal, as Wales search for that elusive opener, which might be enough to win it. Kamenicek gives chase after Wales again cough up possession, gets towards the touchline, cross blocked up in the air by Rodon, makes it very easy for Ward, and it's another attack that comes to nothing. Kamenicek's work rate has been excellent, but he's not really looking up. If he looks up, there's nobody in the box. He's done it a couple of times. Not easy, of course, when you're doing the hard work, but take a look up. Here come Wales down the other end. They've got a big target man in the box as well. Infield to Ampadu. Now Wilson, 25 yards out, tries to work the 1-2 with Moore. Czech Republic come away with it. Moore dangles a foot out. Souček falls over it. And that will be a free kick to the Czech Republic just outside their own day. Another change coming up for Wales. And it looks like Wilson is going off. I think that's Williams that's coming on in his place. Harry Wilson doesn't look overly excited about that, overly enthusiastic about that change. Free kick to Vaklik. He's got a fair boot on him. Aims towards Souček. It's missed 3 players there, and Souček, the meat in the sandwich, has gone down. Roberts. Is that Roberts? Roberts has got a yellow card. Roberts has got a yellow card, so Roberts has been sent off for a second yellow. The man advantage has gone for Wales. Again, I mean, the elbow's up there, but it's not a swinging elbow or anything like that. He's trying to lean on the shoulder and win the header. I can't believe that's... I don't know what he got his first yellow for, but that's harsh for me. You can tell I don't like yellow cards, right? Soft free kicks, but just after he'd made an attacking change, Rob Page, he's seen a defender sent off. I wouldn't even say he's leading with the elbow. A couple of mistakes that I think the referee's made there, but that's my opinion. Others would possibly disagree. Free kick into the box, dealt with though by Wales. Williams is trying to lead the counter, and Williams, Neco Williams, has won it back for Wales. Although it's not a great ball from him, and the Czech Republic come again. Then Ampadu has brought down Darida. And he doesn't wait for the indication of a free kick. He knows what's coming. Heading in towards the final 10-15 minutes or so, and Wales' man advantage has gone. It was a ball diagonal aim from right to left. Roberts has just tried to out-jump a taller man than him. The arm is up, and it does make contact with the ear maybe, but it didn't appear to be a swinging elbow or anything like that. A second yellow card given to Roberts, and so Wales are now down to 10 men as well. That yellow card was made just after Rob Page had made a change, bringing on Williams for Wilson. So it was an attacking move which has been kind of kiboshed by a second yellow card. So both sides down to 10 men, still 0-0. And a good chance for Wales, as I was giving that update. They worked it beautifully through into the box for James. Rounded the keeper, was forced a little bit wide. It was a tentative stab at the ball in truth, and it was cleared away for a corner. Coming up now is the corner. It's a high cross, and there's a winning. Rodon won the header, but he can't quite get the purchase. Glancing touch, well wide of the target, and that's a chance that's gone a-begging for Wales. I mean, that chance coming just after they'd had a man sent off. So it seems you get a man sent off, you get a pretty good chance coming up after it. That's what's happened in the game thus far. Obviously, we've had 2 red cards. Will there be any more? I do think the ref's got a lot right, but I don't agree with either red card. That's my thinking. Don't know what Roberts' first yellow card was for. Here come the Czech Republic. Provad into the box, but he played it too early. Kamenicek had stopped his run, so he didn't go offside, and Provad hadn't quite noticed. So that's going to go harmlessly through to Ward. Here come Wales in possession on the halfway line. working it out to the left, and Lawrence is charging forward. Ball into the box. Moore is the target, stabbed clear by Saluska. Latvia have got an equaliser. That's now 3-3. Turkey 3, Latvia 3. Belgium are 7-0 up. Belarus don't appear to be the strongest team in that group. Opportunities for points for both these two sides, of course. Wales on the attack. Moore lays it off to Gareth Bale, now playing on the left, at least for the time being. Digs out across towards the far post. Great header! Oh, it's in the back of the net. It's James who's got the all-important header, not renowned for it, but what a leap, what a head, what a ball in from Gareth Bale. And Wales have the advantage just after they've gone had a man sent off. They've gone and got what is a great goal. Moore held it up, just laid it off to Bale onto his left foot. He pinged it in far post. And James with a leap and a great head. And after rounding the keeper and probably thinking he should have scored, he then did do with a header. Deadlock finally broken at the Cardiff City Stadium, and it has gone the way of Wales just after they'd had a man sent off to be reduced to 10 men like the Czech Republic. James rounded the keeper and put in a weak finish that was cleared inside the 6-yard box, but just after that, Bale on the left, a touch, got it out of his feet, swung a great ball into the far post, and James jumping above Borrell, powerful header, bounced into the ground beyond the dive of Backlick into the back of the net, and it's Wales who have the lead. Time running out at the Cardiff City Stadium. It's Wales 1, Czech Republic 0. Having done so much good work today, the Czech Republic, particularly when they've had a man down, they will be frustrated with that goal. Kaderabek's come on for Provod, incidentally. They've done so much good work there, and then James has beaten somebody at the far post in the air. Not trying to put Daniel James down, but he's not renowned for his heading. He's not the tallest player. The Czech Republic will be frustrated, that goal. And now, of course, they've got very little time to try and turn it around. Wales won't care. They haven't played well today, Wales. Didn't play well when they had the man advantage. They played better with them when it's been 10 apiece. And they might get a second. They're on the attack down the right-hand side with the goal scorer James. Digs out a cross, but Saluska heads clear. And in fact finds a teammate with it as well. Played up towards the reader on the halfway line. He loses out and it's ricocheted to Kiefer Moore, who goes for the curler, and that stayed just above the bar. Not a bad effort from Kiefer Moore. Not a bad effort at all. Yeah, Wales have created more chances since they've had a man sent off than they had prior to the man getting sent off. And of course the man was sent off fairly late. But James has had 2 efforts, one of which he's scored. Now Moore's had a curler that's only just over. There's a Czech player down on the ground injured, but Gareth Bale slows it down so that he can put the ball out. It's a Czech player, so the Czechs can't really argue. Might have just been caught by the elbow of Gareth Bale. I don't think there was any intent there from Bale. Cadella is the man that's down. There isn't any intent from Bale because he's in front of Cadella and he's jumped up and he's headed the ball. It's just an unfortunate incident. It's not going to do Cadella any favours, of course. and he's going to need a bit of treatment. It's all helping Wales. There will be time added on, of course. Portugal have got a third at Luxembourg. Slovakia back in front at home to Russia. That's now 2-1. So the latest, as Cadella looked like he's getting back to his feet. Belgium 7, Belarus 0, Croatia 2, Malta 0, Gibraltar 0, Netherlands 5, Luxembourg 1, Portugal 3, Montenegro 0, Norway 1, Slovakia 2, Russia 1, Turkey 3, Latvia 3, and of course Wales 1, Czech Republic 0. Ball is back in play. 86 minutes have been completed. 4 left plus injury time. Wales with that goal advantage. We certainly won't want to lose it now. 3 points could be crucial at home. Czech Republic have given them a game today, so it won't be easy, the return fixture. Of course, Wales might have a couple of players back there as well. Joe Allen, Aaron Ramsey, there's a couple. Change made by the Czech Republic. Kufal has gone off and Barak has come on. Looks as though there's another change for the Czech Republic as well, but maybe won't be coming on yet, as ball in from the right from the Czech Republic, headed away by Rodon. Decent header as well into the centre circle, clipped back in by Saluska, but that was a glancing header away and behind by Gareth Bale, but there was an offside in there anyway, so it's a free kick to Wales inside their own 18-yard box. This is the 88th minute. It's not long till completion of it though, so a couple of minutes left plus stoppage time. Wales 1, Czech Republic 0. Both teams down to 10 men. As Kiefer Moore, don't know if it was offside or a little shove, but it's a free kick to the Czech Republic inside their own half. Barak's picked it up deep and has played an awful ball. Awful ball cleared away by Wales, bounces through to Vaklik, who immediately bowls it out to Saluska, and then that's an awful ball from him beyond Barak into touch. Throw into Wales inside the Czech Republic half, into the final 2 minutes. Could be a big win this for Rob Page and Wales, but if Belarus are getting smashed 7-0, there are points to pick up elsewhere. Of course, Czech Republic beat Estonia 6-2, so this is a big result. It looks like the group could be between Wales, Belgium and the Czech Republic. And to get one win over one of those two other sides could be key to progression. Czech Republic though have got the ball back. Arrow down the left for Vidra, but it gets away from him. Goes into touch. Defensive throw for Wales. I don't think Belgium have stopped scoring. I think there's an 8th about to come through for Wales, for Belgium rather. Belgium 8, Belarus 0. We're into the final minute at the Cardiff City Stadium. Czech Republic on the attack to Dorida. Low to the feet. Oh, it's blocked by the referee. That's going to be frustrating for the Czech Republic. Referee blocked it, so the Czech Republic collect the drop ball. Down the line, Barak to the byline, low ball in, turned away by Rodan near post. James back there in the right back position under a little bit of pressure. 90 minutes is up. He's trying to round his man. He hasn't quite done it in touch, and it's a throw in to the Czech Republic. 4 minutes of stoppage time to be played, which we are in. Ball into the box. Rodon, big tall defender, heads clear. It's kept alive though by Kaderabek. who tries to go around Gareth Bale, but he's run it into touch. And there's a real fist pump there from Gareth Bale, the Wales skipper. Croatia have got a third at home to Malta. Netherlands have got a seventh away at Gibraltar. It took them forever to break the deadlock, and now they're hitting 7. Ampadu with a throw-in. He's got a long one, it would appear. He's given the ball away. Luxembourg about a man sent off against Portugal. They're trailing 3-1 at home. Ampadu with a long throw down the line, headed forward by Kaderabek, headed away by Morel. Barak tries to keep it alive. It's half stabbed in away, picked up by Saluska, and James forces Borrell back to Vaklik. Had 1 minute of stoppage time completed. Arrowed by Vaklik out to the right. Barak flicks on. Awkwardly played up in the air by Ampadu, but Rodon takes charge again, heads away into touch. Attacking throw for the Czech Republic. Czech's looking for the ball, but he's surely not going to take it ahead of Kaderabek. The ball's gone missing, would you believe? The Cardiff City Stadium. Taken short, they'd all retreated for the long one. Darida back to Borrell, stabs it forward towards Barak. He's got his back to goal though at the moment. Reverse ball in towards Borrell, stabs it across, comes out, shot comes in, oh, it's blocked over the bar by Rodon. The celebration from that block tells you what it means for Wales. Saluska 8 yards out, front of goal. Blocked by Rodon, up and over the bar. Brilliant from Rodon. Corner though to Czech Republic. And then I think the ball, the corner, that's schoolboy. The corner's gone out of play. So it's going to be a goal kick to Wales. Brilliant effort from Rodon. He's probably shot too close to Ward there as well, but that doesn't mean he would have saved it being in close range. And Ward immediately raced out to Rodon to pat him on the back. Absolutely brilliant block. Mays 1-0, win to the final minute of stoppage time. Williams has won a free kick off Barak. Barak frustrated, can't stop shaking his head. It's on the halfway line. Wales have been in no rush to take it. It's going to be Ampadu, hits it down the left channel, at least get it up. It's over, everybody into touch, throw in, but there's only 20 seconds left. Throw into the Czech Republic. There's only 20 seconds left of the final minute of stoppage time. Czech Republic are playing out. They haven't really got time to do so, but Kiefer Moore's actually only played it back to the keeper, who works it out to Borrell, hit long by him. Souček flicks on in behind Lawrence, but he's reacted well, turns. So into the 5th minute of stoppage time, and that's enough for the referee. The celebration from the Wales players. It's not really been a great performance from them going forward with the ball, but they've done the hard work when they needed to. They got the goal when they needed to, and there's still some brilliant defending as well from Lawrence to deny Provod after he rounded the keeper. Rodon for a point-blank shot right at the end, and Wales have got what could be a very crucial 3 points. Full time at the Cardiff City Stadium. It's finished Wales 1, Czech Republic 0.